Hey guys, welcome back to Jurassic Collectibles. Today we're really excited to be taking a close-up look at this giant beast. And some of you may recognize him. He comes with this frightened accessory in a cage. And it is the Bull T-Rex from Jurassic Park: The Lost World, which came out in 1997. First of all, let's take a trip back in time to 1994, when Kenner was producing its Series 2 of the Jurassic Park toy line. Prototypes such as these jungle paint variations of their vehicles never came to fruition, and they only got as far as the prototype stage. In terms of the dinosaurs, the T-Rex Gulper design was one of these prototypes, and never actually landed in the stores. In 1997, when the Lost World franchise kicked off, we managed to see the Gulper T-Rex in the form of the Bull T-Rex toy. It came in this wonderful paint scheme of turquoise green and brown and black stripes, and had a feature that allowed it to actually swallow human victims and for you to remove them from its belly. This is the biggest Jurassic Park T-Rex to date, and has electronic dinosaur sounds and realistic glass eyes. Among Jurassic Park toy collectors, this still remains a firm favourite. So, let's take a look at this fantastic T-Rex toy. The first thing you notice in hand is that the T-Rex has rubbery, realistic skin. It's made of a tougher rubber than we see on the red T-Rex that came in the Kenner Series 1 toy line of Jurassic Park. But, like the Red Rex, this suffers from the trademark bent tail, and this is due to the fact that the packaging for the T-Rex is too small and actually bends the tail. Now unfortunately with these T-Rexes there is actually a wire inside, but if you place this tail under hot water and play around with it, you can actually soften out this kink. This rubbery realistic skin allows you to prise apart the jaws and feed it whole any of the action figures in the line. If you don't have any action figures, it comes complete with this man in a cage, which you can shove right down its neck. This is probably where the name Gulper came from in the prototype for Series 2.
You got me.
And along the belly of the beast, you can see there's a carefully cut slit, and because it's made of rubber, you can prise open the belly and remove your action figures. The belly cavity serves a clever dual purpose, as inside you can see the battery box which powers the electronics. Taking a closer look at the sculpt, we can see that this is a really impressive figure. It has a really thick neck with loads of lovely sculpted folds and creases. And you can see there's some really nice little scales, individual lumps and bumps that have been sculpted in there. It really feels very fleshy and very loose on the surface of the skin. Here we transition from rubber into a hard plastic for the nicely sculpted feet. And these are probably the biggest dinosaur feet in the Jurassic Park toy line. They're absolutely massive. As we come up to the tail, you can see that there's a seam line between the body and the tail, where they've joined the piece together, probably due to its excessive size. And you can see there's loads of lovely creases sculpted all the way along the tail, so they've really taken a lot of care here. Even the undersides of the feet have been carefully sculpted, with nice round wrinkles around the balls of the feet. In terms of articulation, apart from the rubbery jaw, all we have is the articulated forearms. Let's take a look at the man in a cage. Probably one of the strangest dinosaur accessories, this man in a cage was obviously inspired by the high hide featured in The Lost World. Intended to keep its recipients out of harm's way, this cage unfortunately suffers from the fact that it's not at high altitude, meaning that this guy inside does not feel very safe at all. You can see the sculpt of the figure is very detailed as he holds on to these two metal handles inside the cage, very constricted and looking very worried indeed. As an extra safety measure, the cage even comes with these blades that open simultaneously, so that when entering the mouth of the dinosaur, it can enter its gullet. The only downside of this man in a cage is that he's not articulated and cannot be removed from the cage. But here's a scale comparison with Alan Grant to show you how he fits in with the figure line. Now it's time to check out those all-important roaring electronic sounds. When you press between the hips on the back, get an accurate T-Rex roar. Holding that button for longer first gives you a shorter roar, and then gives you a loud crunching eating sound. So to give you some idea how big this Tyrannosaurus is, we've got a tape measure here. So he measures about 27 inches long, which is about 69 centimeters. And in terms of his height, he measures about 10 inches tall, which is about 26 centimeters. So he's a pretty big beast. Just look how he towers over this Alan Grant action figure. He is massive. Here at Jurassic Collectibles, we think this Bull T-Rex from Kenner is so good that we're going to be giving him away very soon. So stay subscribed and stay tuned to find out how to win him. In the meantime, let us know your thoughts. How do you think this compares with the red Kenner Rex from Jurassic Park Series 1? Or the green T-Rex from Jurassic Park 3 by Hasbro? Let us know down below. In the meantime, rate, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.